So you clicked on this video because you want to learn how to code, or maybe you want to learn how to build tools or websites using AI. Now, this video series is going to cover how to use the AI. It's also going to cover things that are nuanced and things that you should just know as someone who's aspiring to work with AI or to work with any type of coding in general. So you're going to learn a lot. And I hope you get a lot from this. If you find this video series helpful at all, please don't hesitate to leave a like, a subscription, and a comment down below just to tell me what you'd like to learn next. I'm not perfect, I'll be sloppy, but I will do my best to help you out. Alright, so for this video series, we're actually going to be recreating Twitter. Now, obviously, we might not call it Twitter, but the idea is the same platform, right? Where people can, do the same things that people on Twitter can do, right? So obviously, the first thing we need to do is work on understanding our foundation, what the tech stack is going to be. In case you're wondering what a tech stack is, it's just the technologies we're going to be stacking on top of each other to get the systems to function, right? It's the tech stack. It's the layers of programming languages and systems that we're going to use and integrate together to make one coherent system, or as you would call it, an online application or web application. But I think that's enough yapping. Let me stop wasting your time and just get right into it. Honestly, I'd start in ChatGPT or any AI that you like using for planning things. I like using ChatGPT, to be honest. This is the prompt I gave the AI, and well, now it's just waiting to see what it gives me in return. As you can see, I simply asked the AI if it can give me tech stack ideas and basic flow and the basics, the stuff that you need before you begin a project. Looks like our front end is going to be React. I think React is fine. It's a great framework. As you can see, it says we're going to have a local storage, local hosted storage. That's fine for this project because honestly, I think in our next project, something more complex, because I feel like in this video series, we're going to be getting more and more complex. I'll show you guys how to actually hook up like a database backend through something like Supabase or Firebase or, whatever other database you guys want me to use. Just leave it in the comment section and we can use that. Honestly, I think we might just do a simple JSON file as our backend. The reason is because I'm not trying to spend too long on this video, and I'm not trying to spend too long on this video series, but this video is going to be the planning phase and the next video is going to be more implementation phase, right? As for the actual algorithm, we're not going to do anything insanely complicated, right? It's just going to be showing you things from people you're following, and it's just going to show you all the tweets when you go on the For You page. I think that's the easiest way to do it because I'm not going to sit here and try and recreate an algorithm that knows who you are and what you're interested in. I'm not Steve Jobs. Wait, what did Steve Jobs make again? Oh, he made that demonic Apple company. I forgot. I meant to say I'm not Mark Zuckerberg. That's what I meant to say. Looks like for styling, we're going to use Tailwind CSS. Yeah, my favorite. Generally speaking, if you are actually making your own project and you want your tech stack to be different in certain aspects, this is when you'd be actually asking the AI like ChatGPT, hey, why would I use this instead of this? Why should I use this particular framework? Why should I do this? Why is this better than that? What if I want this to happen instead? This is when you actually quote unquote discuss this with your AI bot and actually get a full grasp and understanding of how you want your project to turn out. But if you don't want to use AI, this is the part where you'd hire a project manager and pay him roughly around 100,000 Rand. Unless you know a full stack developer who's willing to not charge you an arm and a leg. But a website like Twitter is gonna cost a lot of money, regardless of which developer you go to, primarily because there are no templates for a website like Twitter. You can't go on Wix.com and get a website like Twitter. That's the whole point of this video. We work on websites that cannot be replicated by these no-code CMS websites. After you are happy with the discussion you've had about how your tech stack is going to be, how it's going to be stacked, how it's going to behave, you just want a front-end prompt. So you just tell it, yeah, I just want a prompt for the front end alone, and it's going to give you a prompt that you can give to a AI that's going to be front end only, right? This is typically when I go to a website where I can focus on getting front end work done by an AI. This is where V0 comes in. A lot of people would say use lovable.dev, but lovable.dev hasn't been good in a very long time. You know what I mean? It's become so garbage. So I usually just use V0. Now I just tell V0, like I give it the prompt that I just asked ChatGPT to generate, and we wait for front end to be made. Because we just want a pure front end. We don't want any of the back end functionality to work or anything like that, because V0 is going to start charging us a lot of money in order to get it to that point. But if we just want the front end and that's it, we can take the code from V0 and put it into another AI that's actually a lot cheaper, and then it can finish the job. And that's how you work smart. Boom. Now look at that. That's what I'm talking about. We got our light mode, dark mode toggle. We have our beautiful, absolutely mesmerizing design. You can see all the tweets. People can leave images, comments, stuff like that. Now, all of this isn't working yet, but like, for example, if I press here, I'm supposed to see comments. I don't see any comments. These are all placeholders, but that's kind of the point. I want to see something. Do you have an account yet? Okay, no account page yet. It didn't create that. Can I visit someone else's account? Not yet, I guess. This is the home page, I'm guessing. So yeah, we're gonna have to implement a lot of functionality. I like how it integrated what I said. Like, I want the glass-like effect here at the top, and there is an active search bar where you can search for things. So yeah, I feel like that's decent for what we're trying to do. We have the basic UI language around. We can post a comment or make an actual post to the home page, I'm guessing, but I should also be able to make a comment and make a repost later. So we're gonna have to add all of that functionality into our project. Now, obviously, we're going to be adding functionality to this in our next video, but in this video, I hope you actually learned something. Now, before I end the video, I actually want to show you guys how to get this into your file manager. That way, in the next video, we can start working together, right? So I just want you to follow the steps in this video and get to a point where you have your code, right? What you actually need to do to get this done is you need to connect a GitHub account. If you don't have a GitHub account, just say add GitHub account and then make a new GitHub account. I already have one, so I'll just use my GitHub account. It's going to automatically give a repository name. That name is perfectly fine. Just add it to the repository and it's going to be on your GitHub. After it's done, like after you've set everything up on GitHub, you just want to press here and it should take you to your GitHub page where it's located, and from there you just want to go to where it says code, and you want to either download that zip directly onto your computer, or if you have the GitHub application or GitHub CLI, you can just clone the repo directly into a folder on your computer. If you have the GitHub application downloaded on your Windows setup, then this should be easy. All you gotta do is, after you've pressed on GitHub application button on the website, it should open up your application here, and all you have to do is choose your directory where you're going to actually put this. I'm just going to put it into my D drive. I'm just going to put it into my D drive. And I'm going to press clone, and it's going to immediately start cloning everything. And after you've cloned it, it should now show up in your file explorer, and you should have all of the files. In my next video, I'll show you exactly how to locally host these files so that you can actually view them directly on localhost and make edits to them and understand how everything works. Until next time, I'll catch you. And remember, by the end of this video series, you will have a functional Twitter clone. that you can actually build on top of. Not only will you have a functional Twitter clone, you'll understand every aspect of AI development to the point where you'll be able to actually make progress without my help. Anyway, until next time, I'll catch you.